Awesome. Hey everyone, I'm going to do a pretty just a quick and short explanation of how to access the textbook. I know there's been a bit of issues, but when you enroll in the class, um, you automatically pay for the textbook and the guidebook in your tuition. So you do not need to buy the book. You will get a digital access to all of the text online. And so what we are going to do is go through that. Oh, let me get this pulled up. Oh, it is not sharing. All right, so here is our Canvas homepage. I have it in the student view so I can see everything the way you guys would see it. As you can see, we are online, so we will not meet during a specific time every week. Everything is fully online. The video lectures are online. The assignments are online. The only time you would need to um, meet with me in person is if you wanted to come to my student help hours, and those will be every single Friday from 12 to 2, or by appointment if that time on Friday does not work for you. So in order to access the texts, we will go into modules, and there is a module that has all of our important, sorry, I have a cat and her fur is floating everywhere. So you can go into the important information and resources. And so I linked all of what I feel are like the most essential things that you will need to continuously go back to throughout the assignment. There's the guidebook, the textbook, the daily course schedule, and this is basically a breakdown of every single assignment, every single video that you'll need to watch, and every single chapter you'll need to read. So literally what I would recommend is printing this out, and it will look like this. And see, so it will have read the syllabus, watch the course introduction video, do the syllabus quiz, and then do the pretest along with the introduction post on the forum. And as you can see on the forum, excuse me, on the forum post, your initial post will be due on one day, and your response post will be due a different day. I have the due dates set for the first day it needs to be posted because I've noticed students submit them more on time if I do it like that, but you have extra days to respond typically. And you will still be able to go in there and post and access that. It's just what Canvas needs in order to have that assignment close eventually. So, and they have it literally for the whole semester. Everything is on here except for the final exam, which has not been fully scheduled yet. And then there is the syllabus. I would recommend going through all of that, read the note at the end. If you have any questions, you can email me. Then there is the forum rubric, and so that will be for the discussions. That will be for the discussions, and it basically goes into the point breakdown of why you would get your grade. Same thing for this one, but it's just for the participation assignments, and there are also rubrics for all the other assignments in the guidebook. So we're actually going to start first with how to access the guidebook. Basically, you'll open it up. You don't have to open it up this way. You can just click it. I'm just doing it that way because I am. And then you'll click load in a new tab. And it should take you to a page like this. And if it doesn't, try going here and logging out and signing in with your Texas State email and password. Sometimes what happens if you have a custom email, instead of your net ID at texasstate.edu, it signs you up under that email, and it has issues connecting the guidebook to your account. So if you have that issue, just let me know. Well, try logging out and then logging back in. And if you still are having a problem with it not showing up, email me and let me know, and we'll figure out what to do. And then you'll just click start reading. And then we are in. That is just the last page I was on. When navigating the text, it's really useful to utilize the table of contents. The guidebook does a really, really good job of explaining it in very simple ways to make navigating it simple. So for example, later on, we will do using I statements and expressing feelings. And everything that you will need to do is written out very clearly. The table of contents is how I basically navigate and access the textbook, and it's basically broken down by going like throughout the semester. We're going to start off in module 1, then move on to 2, 3, and then 4. And then going back, they also have extra resources in case you need them. You can print them. They have text to speech, other things that you may need for whatever reason. And now that we've gone through the guidebook, we're going to go back to this, and we're going to open up the textbook. And we're going to load in a new window again. And like I mentioned in the email that I sent out, if you are having issues accessing the guidebook, try checking my welcome email and checking out those resources if you need more help. And if those don't work, just contact me and we'll get in contact with the Pearson rep and see what we can do. So one small note is that I know some people are a little bit confused on how the assignment works. We won't be doing any of the assignments through the text. If you want to go ahead and do them and complete them on your own time as an extra resource, that is perfectly acceptable, but they are not required. Everything that's going to be graded will be on Canvas, if that makes sense. So you won't have to worry about submitting anything on the textbook. It literally will all be on Canvas. And like I said, you can go back to the schedule, the course schedule, and look at what's due when. And so after you get to this page, you'll click here, and it'll take you to, wait for it to load. It'll take you to this site. It might look a little different for you just because it'll pull up the student view versus the instructor view. But you'll basically go to resources, open the book. And then you're in. Same thing with the guidebook. I really enjoy using the table of contents to navigate the text because they divide everything by chapters and even subcategories. So for example, later on when we go over certain things and you are reading for the chapters, you can just go through and kind of understand what you're needing to look for in order to help your knowledge for what you might be doing at the moment. Yes, they also have a glossary where you can look at everything. There's references if you end up needing them. There's also a study guide both in the text and in the guidebook if you do end up taking the final. And I think that should be all for this tutorial on accessing the resources If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me on campus or via email or through my student help hours. And otherwise, I can't wait to see you guys on campus.